Our movie today starts with the animals celebrating the birth of Kiara, the daughter of the king of the Pridelands, Simba. Then the wise monkey appears and presents her to the animals, who bow down to her. We also see Timon and Pumbaa, Simba's friends, who are extremely happy for Simba's daughter, Kiara. As Kiara grows up, she turns out to be very mischievous and really wants to know what lies beyond the Pridelands, exactly like her father Simba when he was young. But her father warns her and tells her to never go outside the borders he set for her because it would be dangerous for her. So she tells him okay, but she isn't really convinced by what he said. She walks away, and Nala, Simba's wife, appears and tells him that their daughter Kiara takes exactly after him. But Simba seems very worried about her and asks Timon and Pumbaa to go after her so they can watch over her. We see Kiara running and playing, and suddenly Kiara sees a beautiful city and really wants to go there and see what is in it. But it is outside the borders that her father set for her. Suddenly, she feels like someone is behind her, and when she looks, she finds Timon and Pumbaa, who start arguing and screaming at each other. Suddenly, Kiara falls into the water, and Pumbaa jumps in after her to get her. But he falls on top of her and is about to drown her even more. But she manages to get out of the water. Timon and Pumbaa want to make it up to her, so they bring her a bunch of bugs to eat. Timon tells her that this is a diverse assortment of delicious bugs. Kiara tells him that they look really disgusting, but Timon tells her that they are truly delicious and crunchy and that she has to taste them. When Pumbaa tastes one, she tells him that it is slimy and tastes really bad, and they start arguing again. She crosses the border, and while she is walking, she falls and bumps into a small cub just like her, and they start talking to each other. While they are talking, they realize they fell right into a pack of crocodiles, which are huge and massive crocodiles, and they start attacking them, but they manage to escape from them. After that, we learn that this small cub is named Kovu. We see that his mother is watching them from a distance. Suddenly, we hear a loud roar, which is Simba's voice, who came quickly to protect his daughter Kiara from the mother of the cub, Kovu. We learn that her name is Zira, and she is the wife of Simba's evil uncle, and this small cub is Scar's son. It is very clear that his mother, Zira, is full of evil and hatred, exactly like Scar. Right then, Simba warns her to never even think about entering the Pridelands again, neither her nor her children, and he takes Kiara and leaves. After that, Simba sits down to talk with Kiara and tells her that what she did was wrong and it can't happen again because it is dangerous for her. So Kiara promises him that she will follow his words. We go back to Kovu, who has a sister named Vitani and a brother named Nuka, who is older than him but isn't good at anything at all, which is why Scar chose Kovu to be his successor. Zira goes to Kovu and keeps reminding him that he is Scar's heir and that he is the one who must take back his right and become the king of the Pridelands again. Years pass, and Kovu grows up, looking exactly like his father Scar, but only in appearance, while his mother Zira keeps trying to plant malice and hatred inside him towards Simba. In the Pridelands, we see Kiara after she grew up, and the day comes when she must go out to hunt by herself. All the lions appear cheering her on, but she asks her father to leave her alone, so he agrees, but he still sends Timon and Pumbaa after her to watch over her. After that, Kiara tries to hunt, but she doesn't know how. We see Kovu's siblings again watching her, and they manage to set fire to the whole area where Kiara is. She keeps running and doesn't know how to escape until she manages to climb on top of a high rock, but she becomes very exhausted and unable to keep going. We see Kovu coming and carrying her on his back to save her from the fire that his siblings made. Simba sees the light from a distance and runs quickly, thinking that Kovu is the one who did this. But he learns afterward that Kovu is the one who saved her from the fire. Kovu asks him to return to the Pridelands and live under his rule, but Simba refuses and tells him that his group was banished from it a long time ago. Kovu tells him that he shouldn't be held accountable for something he had no part in. Nala, Simba's wife, asks him to allow him to return to the Pridelands because they owe him for saving their daughter Kiara. Simba agrees, but he is not comfortable with the situation. They return to the Pridelands, and there Kiara thanks Kovu for saving her, while Kovu's brother and sister are standing and watching them. The next day, Kiara asks him to go for a walk, and they see Timon and Pumbaa, and they spend a beautiful time together playing with the birds. Kovu becomes very happy with them and forgets the goal his mother raised him for, which is killing Simba. He and Kiara start getting closer and closer to each other. We understand that Kovu, deep down, doesn't like the idea of revenge, but his evil mother is the one insisting on it. Simba sees them later from a distance and is conflicted about Kovu. His wife Nala goes to him and tells him to get closer to Kovu and give him a second chance. When they go back, Simba goes to Kovu and tells him to come sleep inside with them because it is too cold for him outside. Kovu goes inside, and his sister is standing at a distance watching him. She goes to tell her mother Zira about what happened. Her mother replies and tells her that Kovu would never betray them and that he is definitely planning something big. The next morning, Simba goes out with Kovu for a walk because he wants to understand him better. While they are walking, Zira and the rest of her gang ambush them. Kovu tries to stop them, but they don't listen, and they attack Simba and injure his body. Nuka, Kovu's brother, tries to catch Simba to prove to his mother that he is strong, but he falls onto a pile of logs and dies. Zira's anger increases, and she becomes even more determined to kill Simba. Kovu tries to get her to leave him out of these conflicts, but she refuses and says that this is the perfect time to attack the Pridelands because Simba is sick and weak. We see Simba after he reached the Pridelands, looking extremely exhausted, and we see Kiara, Timon, and Pumbaa running to him and treating him. As for Kovu, he returns to the Pridelands, and as soon as the animals see him, they wonder why he came back again. Simba refuses to even listen to him, and Kovu walks away feeling sad. Kiara tries to convince her father to give him another chance, but Simba refuses. Kiara runs away, and she gets the idea to run away to look for Kovu, and she actually does that. After searching for him a lot, she finds him, and they both become very happy and play together. Kiara tells him that they must return to the Pridelands to unite their families again. At the same time, Zazu reports a message to Simba that Zira and her followers are on their way to attack the Prideland. Indeed, they all get ready and meet at Zira's location, and the battle begins. We see Kiara and Kovu on their way to the Pridelands, and from a distance, they see the battle ongoing. At the exact moment Simba and Zira are about to face each other, Kovu and Kiara arrive and stand between them to stop them from killing each other. Zira yells at Kovu to get out of her way, but he tells her that he will not allow her to hurt Simba or Kiara. At the same time, Kiara goes to tell her father that the time has come for them to unite and live in peace. Simba is actually convinced and agrees with her words, but the evil Zira refuses and orders her daughter to attack them. However, she is surprised that her daughter tells her that Kiara is right, and all of Zira's followers join Simba as well. Zira looks around and finds herself alone, so she decides to continue her revenge against Simba. She grabs Kiara, and they both fall from the top of the cliff, but Kiara manages to hold on to the rocks and doesn't fall. As for Zira, she falls into the river and dies. The rest of the lions return to the Pridelands, and they all live together, gathering under the rule of King Simba, the king of the Pridelands, and the rest of the animals live with them in love and peace.
And with that, our movie ends. Hope you liked the recap. If you reached the end, don't forget to leave a like on the video and write us a nice comment as you always do. And for those watching us for the first time, subscribe to the channel to see all the upcoming recaps. See you in the next movie. Peace.